Hello, everybody. I'm Chris. This is my YouTube channel. Um, I'm not gonna say if you if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. I'm not to that level yet. I'm just gonna say, hey, thanks for watching. Because I don't know when the next video is coming out. There may be nothing to subscribe to. Um, Anybody who knows me knows how much I love music, and used to listen to music on this big, huge rack, not rack. I guess it's a rack stereo system. Big, huge. You had the receiver, had a couple speakers. Sometimes had more, just depending on the situation. Had rear speakers. You had the big front speaker. Had clip speakers. Had Sony speakers at one time. The nice Sony speakers, not kind of the cheap ones. I mean, because Sony makes products in all sorts of price ranges for whoever whoever's gonna buy them. We gotta make them. So so I love music. But eventually got to the point where I just decided I kind of want a more intimate experience, but also I realized I was going to be moving with my mom. Finances for part, because we could afford to buy the house together, and then we have something tangible, which we did in a couple of years. Partially, I knew eventually probably one of us and we'd be taken care of. I've lost some weight, so maybe need to get back on a diet. But so maybe I'm kind of out of that woods sort of with COVID. I'm going back to teach tomorrow, so we'll see what happens. I might regret saying that. But then I kind of got into headphones because it's something I could do unless I'm not disturbing my mom. So I can more consolidate because I don't have to have. Although I still do have the big speakers for movies and such, so I actually still have the same system. I just use mostly headphones. Well, I decided to try the AirPod Pros, and I'm not going to open them because it freezes the video and wants to pair, and then it just kind of goes off the air. So these are the AirPod Pros. Nice pair of in-ear headphones. I mean, they as far as in-ear headphones go from Apple, they do. They pair right away. This is going to be a very short review part. I'm not super experienced with the earbuds or in-ears because I don't particularly like them. I thought maybe I'd like these. I figured these would be good for the gym. They are, except I don't like things in my ears, and I can never get them to fit right. They actually have a fit test, which is nice. These have a fit test, but it always tells me it didn't fit, so it's kind of frustrating. It's like, it feels like they fit. I mean, it sounds like they fit. What's going on? So anyway. So the reason I'm talking about these is because it's been an interesting time. I bought these over the summer. I figured, well, I'm going to use these at the gym. Use them at home. I see all the stars wearing, so I was kind of like, I guess they're probably useful, for calls and they are, and I use the mic a couple times. They're useful for that. And so I bought these, and so I take them to the park. I said, I'm going to put them through their paces. I take them to the gym, take them to the park, because that's where they're going to be used. So, that was the idea, is to have them for out and about. And also they're sweat resistant, so if a little bit I do sweat, I'm not damaging a nice pair of over-ear headphones that aren't intended for that. These are kind of like what people use to walk around, go to the gym. So I was going to try it. So I go to the gym, and the first time I go out to walk, I figure, well, I'll just put the case in my pocket, and I'll just go for my walk. I get back to the car, go in my pocket, the case isn't there. Now, if you know anything about AirPods, they have to have the case. They don't charge any other way. There's no little, it's just, I would show you, but again, it's going to shut off my video. There's no other way to charge them. You need the case. So I'm frantic. So I just paid $250 for these AirPods in like a week. So I go around the park twice, looking every step of the way for these AirPods, for this AirPod case. I go to find my app, but it tells me that it's in the car. It's just not giving me any help. I'm thinking, well, it's the AirPods are in the car. So I have little 2 AirPods in the car, no case. After a couple times, I realize, it's lost. Somebody's going to probably find it. There's nothing to do. It's at the park. What am I going to do? So I call Apple, say, I lost my case. They say, okay, we'll send you a new one for $99, no refunds. So okay, well, I gotta have a case. These are $250 worth of useless without the case. They're gonna run down in a day or so. It's just gonna be on the whole time because they don't shut off either unless you have them in their case. So they're just gonna run down, and it's gonna be that. So I order the case. It takes about a week. They come in, so I get the case, new case. So Go out for a walk. This time I say, I'm leaving the case in the car. I'm going to leave the case in the car because I know I'm going to lose it otherwise. So I leave the case there just for the AirPods. The kids go around a couple times. I come back. I look and the case isn't there. I can't find the case. I know I didn't take them out of the car this time. I may be careless. I may be one of these, airheaded geniuses that, I know I did too. So I look around the car, I'm looking all over the place, frantically for these things, for this case. Because I'm like, I'm not losing all of these cases. I know I left it in the car. I look, and I look, and I look. I'm kind of crawling under the seat. I'm looking, and I crawl under the seat. And I look just about that way. And I find this case, and I find the other case that's sitting right next to it, side by side, in this little crevice of the car. And if I'd thought more before doing this, I probably would have actually done this to the car so I could show you where it was. Both cases. What are you gonna do? So now I got AirPods with 2 cases. So if one breaks, or if I need, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna use 2 cases for, but I got them. I mean, I guess it's better than not having 2 cases. I guess I spent the same amount of money. I might as well have both of them. So I guess that's kind of good news. It's kind of like, So anyway, but I decided like my over-ear is better, so I don't use them that much. But this past week, at school, we're doing a lot, a lot of the online thing with Zoom and meet the teacher night with Zoom, and I got this new computer, and the Zoom mic on the computer doesn't work. Like the mic doesn't work with Zoom. It works normally. Like if I test it out just in Windows settings, it's fine. If I try to use it with Zoom, nothing. Doesn't do anything. But I say, these are in the car. I got these. Got my AirPods. I'm gonna use those, and I did, and it worked. I mean, they didn't sound as good as just a native mic or whatever. They were fine. They did the job. People understood me. They did exactly what they're supposed to do. Good job, AirPods. Stick them in my pocket. I get home, and then I get home. I decide I'm going to do a load of laundry, get kind of ahead of the game. Of course, you just see what step I missed. So when I took out the laundry, I see a little white thing. I washed my AirPods. Didn't dry them, but I washed them. Take them out. They play for a second, and they're like, nope. So I'm just doomed. So I just take them out of the case. I figure I'm gonna let them dry out just in case. So the case is open, the AirPods are out, they're gonna dry out. Next day I put them in, get them to charge. Try them like in the morning. They're still kind of they're not making a squealing sound, but they're not doing anything. Try them at night. Takes them a minute, but then they work. They work. It's best, perfect as far as I can tell. I mean, it didn't sound any different. I mean, I haven't used these a lot because again, I wasn't that crazy about them, but they worked. So they survived a wash. They survived. Well, they didn't really survive. I mean, they lost case. Shared this on Reddit, and some people were kind of rude. Why did you treat your stuff so bad? I'm like, no, I've got a lot of stuff. I mean, I used to trade in CDs, used to get compliments. I didn't do that. I figured I'm not going to be snarky with these people. What's the point? What's the point? Oh, you treat your stuff so bad. No, it's just, I mean, I had it in my pocket, I was a little careless. They're little, things happen to little things. I left it in my pocket. I shouldn't have, but they work. I said I had CDs, and the people at Sound Exchange where I sold the CDs complimented me on how well I took care of them. They sold a lot of CDs. They're like, they always look good. I mean, almost always. Cases sometimes fell out of the thing, and I had to replace the cases. Just like, well, it had. But the CDs, if I didn't get them scratched, they didn't come back scratched. I mean, I got other stuff. I got plenty of stuff. I mean, my stuff is pretty well taken care of. I mean, I just had a bad run like these AirPods, but I was like, I'm not, I could respond and go back and forth with this guy, but why bother? I know that I treat my stuff well for the most part. I mean, it's only stuff after all. It just, like I said, actually, I didn't. They just fell out of my pocket. I mean, I just had them in my pocket, just didn't realize they kind of how small they were and how easy they could fall out. Yeah, live and learn. Anyway, that's my saga of the AirPod Pros. I said, if you like things in your ear and can afford, it's $250. But I mean, these are sound wise, they're probably not the best you can get. I don't have a lot of experience. I mean, with these, I know a lot about over ear headphones, pod headphones. Not because I don't use them that much. I know I had a couple of Beats, and they're okay. These are probably better than those. I mean, they are better than those. I mean, they're wireless. I mean, they sound pretty good. Again, I just don't like things in my ears. I mean, and if you can get a tight seal, and they give you 3 tips, and the tips kind of hook on easier than some of the others I've used. I mean, there's a lot of convenience features here. There is an Apple tax. I think if another company came out with these by $199 instead of $249, there's an Apple tax there. But and with all the benefits that comes with the Apple tax, easy pairing and all that, being able to work with your Apple stuff. But they're good. Just not for me, but I mean, they'll probably have a use. But anyway, it's too late to return them anyway, so, and kind of grown attached since we've had so much fun together, me and these AirPods. So, have a good evening.